What's up, Devils? 6 a.m. You know what time it is. It's time to go over fucking questions and concerns, goddammit. We're still going over questions and concerns on the video I left off on yesterday. And that is, I don't remember what video it's called. What is it? J-Dog got schooled, and how does he deal with depression? That video. So 1 week ago. No. 1K views 3 weeks ago. That's how behind I am. Three goddamn weeks. Comments are in 21. So I just figured because there's a bunch more. Is what I do, just 5-6 minutes of it. But on the previous video. So there's a bunch more shit. So let's see what the fuck's in there. Then we'll finish it up. Raw dog to the next goddamn video. And I saw this just here. Paul Dunsky. Why do I know that name? Paul Dunsky. Very familiar. Do I just know it from his channel or? Yeah, profile photo. Why do I fucking know that? Don't recognize him. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, his name sounds very familiar. Maybe it's just from the fucking channel. Anyways, he says, Stargazer is the name of a Rainbow album that Dio was in the 70s. I assume that's where they took the name from. And I was like, Stargazer album? Like, what the fuck's he talking about? I was like, there's the song Starstruck on Rainbow Rising, which is a great song. You know, Lady Starstruck, Nothing But Bad Luck. That song sounds like maybe that. And I guess I saw the replies. I guess what people were saying. Because, yeah, Rainbow... I think Rainbow Rising, that album is fucking great. I like the first album, Richard Blackmore's Rainbow, although it's got a couple songs in there I think are kind of filler, but Rising is definitely my favorite. I think it's one of the greatest heavy metal records ever. Don't really bring him up, so I figure I'd bring him up. Actually, I don't know if I've ever brought him up this channel, in case the old heads really want to know, but I do like that album a lot for sure. Yeah, Derek says, nah, it's a song on album Rising, which is not even Starstruck is the name of the song. And Paul Dunsky, that's what I get for assuming and not knowing the album. Yeah. Oh, what is this? Metal Madness 66. Incredibly dumb comment, laugh out loud. Yeah, a band with the album Rising and Ronnie James Dio as their singer isn't/wasn't important. How old are you, 15? Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. I'd have to say it's pretty influential. Brad Baker, just a random question here. Just curious, what are your general thoughts on coffee? You drink it? You all know I do. You see in the background, talked about it. I think coffee's great. I mean, it definitely has some health benefits too. I mean, as long as you're not adding a bunch of fucking sugar and creamers and shit like that, adding a bunch of calories. Because a black coffee, I think, what is it for 12 ounces? Like 5 calories. Might even be 0. But I think sometimes it depends on where you look. It's negligible. It's nothing that's going to do anything. So it's basically a calorie-free beverage. It has fucking caffeine in it. So natural source of caffeine, which is always helpful. And it's also, like I said, it has health benefits too. One of the health benefits too is it actually can help lower liver enzymes. So it actually has health benefits for the liver. In case you fucking happen to give a fuck, and if you didn't know that, it's because if you actually get if your liver's really under stress, if you get a gamma GT blood test done, it's called gamma glutyl methyltransferase, or gamma GT for short. That's a direct liver enzyme, and if it's elevated, which if it's elevated, you're doing something wrong. Shouldn't be elevated. But nonetheless, if it is, because maybe you're taking a lot of Tylenol or ibuprofen or drinking alcohol a lot, if you add coffee in on a regular basis, pretty much maybe like 3, 4, 5 cups, it'll help reduce it. It'll help bring those numbers down. But again, that's a separate blood test that you'd have to contact J-Dog if you want the fucking blood work tests. And because otherwise the doctor's not going to order it. The standard liver enzymes that they use is ALT and AST, and those are nowhere near as accurate because those enzymes are in muscle cells, brain cells, and other cells in the body that can be leaked, and they're not coming from the liver, so it's not totally fucking accurate. So, but a gamma GT is. So, coffee is definitely good for that. That's a health benefit a lot of people are completely unaware of. Almost like a natural liver fucking cleanser in a sense. And the better your liver and healthier is, the better you're going to be off with a lot of things. Digesting food, how you feel, well-being, things like that. So yeah, I'm all for coffee. Human Brisket, dog, of all the sweatpants you guys have on your site, which one are the best sellers? The Incantation. I would say the Incantation ones are without a doubt. From Manuel Schizo Disg, D-I-S-G. Definitely recognize the user ID. Shout out to you, blah, blah. Don't know if you've commented in a while. I mean, like, or like asked a question in anyways. Stargazer is dissonant progressive type death metal. See, like, what the fuck? Like not like what happened, just death metal, or, you know what I mean? Which is cool, but I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because I do remember when I heard it, I was like, "What the hell is this?" So I guess it needs the elaborate subgenre of a subgenre. But it is kind of the point. I remember I talked about the subgenres getting a little carried away. With like it's getting so fucking ridiculous where there's like 30 different styles of black metal. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm even like. What the fuck? Now I just got to now I have to listen to even know what the fuck it is because nothing gives you any type of description whatsoever. Question: do you like the Chasm? One of the most underrated bands ever. Not a turn in the catalog. So, funny thing about the Chasm is, I first heard them and saw them in the early 2000s in Detroit, Michigan. I believe it was one of them. It was either a Metal Mom Fest or a Metal Mom show. Met Daniel and shit. Really cool guys. We traded or bought this right around when Hells was just starting. For the distro, we got Chasm CDs, and there was like a 10-inch at the time. I never heard them, so I saw them live, and I was like, these guys are fucking phenomenal. Best, I'm like, holy shit, this is hanging out with Sadistic Intent. They kind of had that 80s fucking possessed look, kind of like what Sadistic Intent does on stage, at least back then they did. Well, I'll get to that a little bit because I saw them years and years later. Um, long hair, leather, I think they had spikes and like maybe a couple skulls on stage or something like that. Anyways, but a really cool image. That's at least that's my memory. That's how I remember it. Maybe I'm completely off. That's how I remember it. And anyways, I remember loving them live. I literally thought they were great. And that the first band that popped in my mind was like old school death metal, like Sadistic Intent. Huge fan, right? Got the back home with the 10 inches and CDs. I'm like, I'm fucking bored. Like straight up fucking bored. Listened to a couple times. I don't know if it's the recording or just a lack of energy. I have no fucking idea. I'm not. I've said it before. I'm not one of those recording guys. It's got to be this or that. Well, I question how metal some of these guys are that actually like music. I was like, you fucking into music? You're a goddamn sound engineer because all you talk about is sound, sound, sound. The drums, this. Don't be wrong. I don't like an ass fucking complete just sound where. Well, everybody's just picky. Some people don't like demo recordings. I do. Some people don't like overproduced in general, which generally speaking, I don't. But I mean, I can't say I. But at the same time, I can't because think of a band like Vader, isn't that as juice to the gills on production? But I still like Vader albums, so technically I like a little bit of that. Anyways, but there is sometimes I'll hear a sound. I'm like, I just don't like how it sounds. But some guys are way too. It's like always what they say: the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. How about the songs, the songs, the songs, the songs, the riffs, the riffs, the riffs? Like, are you into music or are you a fucking next trying to be the next goddamn Scott Burns? Like, I don't fucking get it. No names mentioned, but there's people that I've dealt with on camera and shit like that. They're always talking about sound. I'm like, why the fuck you like? Do you like metal or are you a fucking sound engineer? Anyways, um, yeah, but that Chasm was one of them. I just on disc and I went back to them. Same thing. I was like, I'm just fucking bored. I was like, but live they're great. And then about 5 years ago now, maybe four, maybe it was like 2018, 2019. It was definitely pre-COVID. They played again in Cleveland. Didn't really recognize him, but I heard that it was still Daniel. He cut his hair. So I was like, oh, that's it because I didn't recognize him. It was, like 16, 17, 18 years later. Then I've seen him live, and same thing. Saw him live. I was like, yeah, this shit's fine. I really enjoyed them live. I thought they were fucking great. So my conclusion is on the Chasm, I like them live. Think they're great. Doesn't translate on in studio. Just doesn't for me. I'm literally bored stiff when I put them on disc and the player. And I've done multiple times in different albums. I'm not going to sit there and say I've listened to everything, but I definitely listened to the 10-inch, the first album, and a later album. So 3 things for sure. And I was bored stiff. So, but live, they were fucking great. But I think I've seen them 2 times for sure. And I want to say there was a third time in there. Like the first time I saw them, the Michigan night, I want to say they played really soon after that, like a year or 6 months because they're in town. Could be wrong on that, but twice for sure I've seen them. Enjoyed them very much so both times. Lauren Means. J-Dog, will you do a video just destroying Biden for his constant stupidity? I would have nothing to say about the guy. I literally know nothing about him. I don't watch any of that stuff, guys. I know nothing about him. What's my opinions of the guys? Don't have one. I don't think good or bad. He's a politician, so I think, like Dying Fetus says, I just think they just take all of the body should be piled on White House lawn. If you're a politician, White House lawn is where your body needs to be piled up. So don't need to know anything about him. So I don't have a direct opinion. I couldn't say anything. I barely know what the guy's voice sounds like, to be honest with you. Don't know how old he is. Looks old as fuck to me. Don't know what he was doing previously. Don't know. Literally don't know anything about them. Don't know. Don't care. Just like the previous, but all the guys that were in office since I was alive. 85 was the year I was born. I don't even know what president would have been at that time. First president I remember getting into office when I actually heard about it when I was in school was Bill Clinton. Then up, never followed it, never cared, don't know anything about any of them. Didn't know care. I remember hearing about the Monica Lewinsky with the dick sucking thing. Thought that was stupid. And what the fuck does that have to do with running the country? Didn't care really. I was like, this is just a fucking soap opera, just drama fest. Like this is just stupid. So yeah, I don't have an opinion, good or bad, to be honest with you. Don't follow, don't care, don't want to know. Gorehound, yo J Dog, you should check out Blood Chalice. I think it's a war metal band you may actually enjoy. Don't they have a 10-inch? We definitely got something to shop. I want to say I did listen to them. CD and 10-inch, I thought it was okay, from what I remember. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Isn't it like kind of like a logo, almost like this Abysmal Lord, and it's either red or white ink, the cover, and it's just I think it's maybe a chalice, but it's just either all red or all white. If that's the case. I want to say I did listen to it, and I thought it was okay. Eradicate, Devastate, Annihilate. J Dog, what are your thoughts on the band Nigrumagia from Arizona? Never fucking heard them, but I wanted to read that off because shout out to them in case they are good or, um, yeah, so in case they are good. But I've never even heard of them. Oscar G. Politics equals politics. I agree. That's actually the way I look at politics in general. I just look at it as basically legalized mafia. It's the legal mafia is what it is. That's honestly, they're just running everything. Everything they're telling you, I don't know, both sides. I'm sick of this. I'm Republican, I'm Democrat. I didn't even know what that shit was, the differences, until honestly, kind of like Trump and shit. I was like, what is he? I don't even know. Like, what the fuck's the difference? Just run the goddamn country. Like, the sides, all that shit is fucking stupid. No matter what they fucking say, they're not telling you the truth. They're lying to you. It's complete mafia under the table. It's this on camera and this under the table. That's what. But this fuck you under the table. What that is. It's what it is. Look here, while over here we're doing this. That's what it is. 100% what it is. So anybody that follows that, and I'm gonna put my vote in and let them know how I'm gonna run the country. To me, you've been bamboozled. You've been doofed. You've been fooled. Your shit don't count. It's the goddamn mafia. That's the way I see it. So yeah, you did. Politics equals politics. You said couldn't have said it better, brah. What's Rocky's musical rarities? Enjoy life? Question mark. Doesn't sound very metal, brah. Six replies to that. Vesuvius Corpse Flower, not to sound like Varg, assuming he's talking about fucking from Burzum. But honestly, metal is basically a nice distraction uh, from the real issues of the world, but at least we're able to enjoy metal, unlike certain countries in the Middle East, unfortunately. But at the same time, if metal music was illegal, it would be much more appreciated by those challenging the authorities. Yeah, I don't disagree with that statement. As far as kind of like distraction from the real world, that's what you need. I don't want to know what's going on in the real world. The real world fucking sucks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you're a little kid playing with your toys and shit and watching cartoons. You didn't have a worry in the world. You didn't know what was going on, and it didn't affect you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, as long as I'm not losing my house, nothing's going on. Like, no, I'm not in immediate danger. I kind of don't want to know. We know the world's fucking shit. That's why I don't even want to fucking know. Why do I need that? Why do I need that negativity and Debbie Downer shit in my fucking life? I don't. So, anyways, that was the last goddamn comment question on there. J Dog got schooled video. Let's see. Bring the next fucking video up right after that, which no idea what the fuck it is. This is one Lindsay's on, so I don't know if she did it, but again, all the fucking racist shit. I don't know what the fuck. What people just love drama. And, I don't get it, but whatever. This is fucking great. Thoughts on new Graham Blasky album and so anything with the racist band, Satanic War Master, Graham Blasky, is this band racist, etc. That's what gets the most views. This one, 2 weeks ago, 2.6K views. Granted, I know that's still dog shit in the all world, but most of my videos, I'd say about 50% of them are getting 1,000, the 1K mark in like the week's time. And then another half are not. They're in the stay in the 700s. But this one double that, right? Because it's like, which great. Keep on. I just don't understand like why everybody's like, why are people so interested? And not just in the metal scene, just everywhere. Why is everyone so interested in drama? Like, why don't I don't get it. I really don't fucking get it. Anyways, 128 comments. See what the fuck's on here. But Lindsay was on this one, so I don't know. She might have already read this, so I might even skip this video if I see tons of shit where I'm like, oh, I recognize that. I recommend that. What is this shitbag? I'm assuming your diet's pretty much trash. Did I say that, or is he talking about me? Uh, Imperial Nocturnal. Hey, Justin, a wife. Thanks for answering my question. Did you ever listen to Obtain Enslavement's Witchcraft? It's great second wave British black metal from Norway. Cheers. Yeah, I have. I remember when the which is Centuries of Sorrow release came out. What was that? The Crypt Records, and there's a double CD. I listened to that. And I'm pretty sure I did listen to the album. A lot of that stuff from Norway that was like, is an Amputation, another one of them. I think Amputation is another one. I'm drawing a blank. A few others where there's like they were death metal, then they went to black metal. I just thought, but specifically from Norway, Cadaver was another one. I just thought most of that shit was just boring. Like literally just straight up fucking boring. And a lot of even the early albums, by like the first two Immortal albums, I thought the first two were just fucking boring. And the Battles of the North Up is I thought it was great. Dark Throne, Soulside Journey, just fucking boring. But Obtained Enslavement, Obtained Enslavement, I kind of put them in that same category. I'm like, I check it out. I'm like, granted, I heard it much, much, much later when it's when I was already in the metal. Wasn't I didn't hear them as a teenager. Maybe if I heard it as a teenager, I would have liked it more. Because it was fresh and new. But by the time I got something, I was like, I'm just bored. But a lot of that stuff from Norway that was kind of like the more obscure. Not they weren't the standard, the Gorgoroths, the Mayhems, the Burzums, etc. Yeah, honestly, I just thought a lot of that shit was just straight ass fucking piss ass fucking boring. Put me to sleep, personally. And don't take offense to that if that's your favorite shit, because I can see why it is a sound, it is a scene where if that's your all time favorite shit, I can understand why. Just for me, blanket and a pillow. But hey, a lot of people probably think carcass, hemorrhage, exhumed, impaled, blanket and a pillow. Fair enough. That's the shit I prefer. Holy fuckski, this guy wrote a fucking book. From Vic Vic Legina? I'm not even gonna read all this up. I don't know if it's good or bad. I just see Phil. I see Rigor Mortis. I see Dark Angels. I see Brutal Death Metal throwing their words. Infernal Majesty. Wait. Also looking forward to the Perdition Temple. It sounds like the best one this band has done so far. It is a good album. Pick up the new Perdition Temple. Goddamn, just the CDs came in, and nobody has covered Infernal Majesty yet. They did cover Infernal Majesty, which I thought that was really cool. And until I first heard it, I didn't know. I knew it well. Like I didn't look at the track list and all that. I heard it. I was oh shit, that's fucking great. When they do Skeletons in the Closet, I believe that's the song they did. But no, somebody else who covered Infernal Majesty too. Somebody definitely did. Fuck, who is it? Put in there, Devils. Who's a band that I like that cover Infernal Majesty? Because there definitely is one. I know for 100% fucking fact. It's on the tip of my tongue who it is too. If it comes back to me, I'll put it in there. But throw it in there if he knows. But the Infernal Majesty, None Shall Defy. That's the only album I liked. The other stuff I can't even really say I know that well, but I did hear. I don't know if it was a second album, third album, or I don't know how many albums they had total. I remember not caring, but it was a long time since I heard it. But None Shall Defy, that is a fucking monumental thrash record. Very, very, very good. But yeah, a lot of people don't bring them up and don't cover them. But Perdition Temple is definitely not the first band that cover them. I know for a fucking fact somebody else did. Like a band that I like too. But I can't think for the life of me who it is. Definitely drawing a blank as to who. Off the top of my head. Hopefully it comes to me while I'm doing this video. Got a new fucking devil on the channel. Well, new as of 2 weeks ago, anyways. D Tanos. Hopefully you're still watching, bro. After 2 weeks ago. What's up, J Dog? Recently found your channel. Just want to say it's nice to see a non-poser channel for once. Yeah, I've said in previous, I don't watch any metal channels. I just don't. So I don't know who's fucking poser and who's not on there, but I can imagine. I'm sure there's a lot of fucking Pantera. What's heavier the Pantera guys on here? I'm sure there is, but I've never watched any. To be honest with you. And you're a funny dude as well. Ah, thanks for that, bravo. I try. Actually, I kind of don't try. It's just my personality. But I try to spice it up a little bit for the fucking, for the camera to keep you guys fucking entertained. You know what I mean? Not so fucking monotone and, a little bit more upbeat. So my question is, will we ever see anything on HHR from Diafago's Filipino Antichrist or Satanic Eon as far as tapes, records, or shirts? Or did I already miss that? We definitely did them. I'm trying to think, did we do Diafago tapes, Filipino Antichrist? CDs, LPs. We definitely did the Satan. We definitely done Diafago tapes, but I don't think we did Filipino Antichrist on tapes. Really like their early stuff, but it's always seems to be hard to find. God damn it. Cheers. It's not out of the question. I mean, we've done pretty much everything by them, right? Except that the first, the Satanic Eon. I don't think we did release that. I forget what label did that. They did an LP and shit. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything scheduled. I know Chase is the one that's always in contact with them. I just met them at our. The only time I've ever talked to them was in person. Was at the Hell's Head Bash in 2016, some shit like that. Which it was a good/bad experience. I don't know if I want to tell it on camera. Had a good experience with the singer, talking to him. He was talking to me about training and shit because he likes to work out. And then his brother, bad experience. I'll leave the story. I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe I'll come back to it. I'm not gonna tell stories. I don't know if I want to piss anybody off, so I'll leave it anonymous. Go either way. I can see I don't want to be a nothing. Nobody cares, but I can also see somebody be like, I probably wouldn't have brought that up. But with him, bad experience. He pissed me off for sure. From Doomed Existence, I see. Hey J Dog, I'm a big fan of Pseudo God and have wondered for years if there will ever be a vinyl repress of Death Womb. That CD was one of the first things I ever bought from HH back in the day. Cool. I There's been no talk for it. I would say probably not because somebody else repressed the CD, so they might be using a different label now. I forget what the reason was. Somewhat bands they just want to try different labels or their buddies. I mean, there's multiple variable ways. Otherwise, obviously, they get bigger, offers shit like that. But there's been no talk of it that I heard of, unless Chase was talking on an email or something like that I don't know about. But to my knowledge, no. But I remember I forget what label did it though, because we got them not that long ago, within last year's time or whatever. A different label repressed the CD. So I'd imagine somebody else is probably maybe talking about doing the LP. 22 goddamn minutes, so let's make this the last goddamn fucking one. Archangel of Coffee, 517. I think she was thinking about Disaster, Tyrants of the Netherworld. That has a blue cover too. Yeah, it's funny because I said that after the thing. We're talking. I was like, oh, you're thinking of Disaster. She's like, oh, yeah. You know what? I do that on video too. If you guys ever catch it, you're like, what the fuck? He got the title wrong. He said this. I'm talking about for bands I love. Cannibal Corpse, King Diamonds, stuff like that. I'll say something like, I said it for King Diamond once. I called the last album For God Your Soul, like Punch and Stench, when it's like, give me your soul, please. It's just because it's really all top of my head and I'm just rambling at the same time, reading. Like, you'd be surprised. I remember when I've seen YouTube videos like that and you're watching the guy's video and you're like, oh, fuck, he got it wrong. He said this. It doesn't mean that. It's like, but he has to know the answer. Now you see why. It's like, oh, shit, I do it all the time myself, too. And I've already been over this. Don't know how to fucking edit, nothing like that. And even if I did, I'm keep it fucking raw and unfiltered. None of this fucking poser ass mainstream Joe Rogan fucking sellout bullshit. Keep it real as fuck. Death metal ain't meant to be pretty, right, baby? Michael Mott said on the back of Carnage. Then he started making it pretty as fuck, so he turned his back on that statement. But anyways, keep it raw as fucking like the demos and rehearsals. Like I said in my second video, whatever the fuck I said it. Keep it like that. And I'm not spending all this goddamn time editing and shit. So when I get something wrong, get it wrong and whatever. Throw in there, make fun of J-Dog, Dumbo ears, you're a fucking idiot, you got it wrong. Yeah, well, do your channel, we'll see how if we can get it better. But yeah, I did catch that, because I'm like, Tyrants, what's that? Because we're talking about Dark Funeral, I think. But I was like, oh, you think of Disaster. So, oh, yeah, Disaster Times. And Disaster Times Netherworld, yeah. And that's why I think she brought up too, because she knows I'm a huge fan of that record, which I am. That is my favorite Occulto album. Probably, I would say as a whole. It goes between that and Hellfire's Dominion, but I'd say Tyrants is my favorite Occulto record. And then Divine Blasphemies is definitely my favorite Satanic record. So, yeah, that's who I was thinking of, or she was thinking of. Anyways, that's it for this one, Devils. Comments, questions, concerns, dude, comment. I want them goddamn comments. And keep telling all your buds, bras, sisters, and everybody you fucking know. Word of mouth is I still think king of kings of advertisements, even in 2022. So tell everybody to watch my goddamn fucking shit. Want 1K views first 24 hours on every goddamn fucking video. So little know, and see you tomorrow, goddamn it. Later.